Hi, my name is Gianluca Zanna. Welcome to my blog. I would like to continue my little conversation about diet, about also not just what type of food to eat, but also how to eat. Premises, I'm not here trying to give you any medical advice, and this is just my humble opinion. You can eat whatever you want, however you want. After all, it's your life. But I am here as a humble student. I always like to study. I always like to learn new things in life in general. I consider myself a professional in some areas. Like, for example, I'm a certified personal trainer with the NASM, and also I'm a mixed martial arts conditioning specialist and a fitness nutrition specialist, always with the NASM. Regardless, these are my opinions. These are not the NSM opinions, or at least study curriculum. One of the way I really learn, or at least I enjoy practicing as a way of life and as a way of eating in the last at least 4 years is called the Warrior Diet. This is a book from Mr. Ori of Meckler. Figure it out how to pronounce it, I don't know. Anyway, it's a very good book. The principle, I'm going to give you the short story. I still invite you to read the book, of course. The short story is this, that we've been programmed in the last, probably, I don't know, maybe 50, 60 years for sure, to eat like domesticated dogs. Think about it. You get up in the morning, you gotta have breakfast. But maybe I'm not hungry, mom, shut up, eat breakfast. Then, you go to school, oh, you have a little break, little sandwich, 10 o'clock or whatever. Then you have lunch, oh, you gotta have lunch. But I'm not hungry, guess what? You gotta have lunch because this is time to eat. Remember when I was in boarding school? No way to skip that, even when the food sucks, but that's another story. Anyway, then you have dinner, of course, and that's it. You don't really follow what you really need. You follow something that you've been imposed. What happened? Think about now our, people before us, our ancestors, people that were maybe 3, 4, 5,000 years ago, or even just a few hundred years ago. Do you really think that they were waking up in the morning, that little cereal breakfast and maybe a little snack, and then a little snack whenever they're hungry, or even they're not hungry, just they're bored, open the fridge and eat that, or before a battle, oh, let's have lunch because it's lunchtime, or before a hunt, oh, we need to have lunch. No, they didn't have that. In the past, humanity was eating much, much less, if you think about it, and they were able to somehow develop all the resources and the energy they needed to have their body to thrive, to fight, to survive. Now, this is the spirit of this book, pretty much. First of all, it is not just how much you eat, but also when to eat, and also what type of food you eat, for sure. Number one, the idea is that there are two types of timing during your life, the day and the night. If I eat during the day, regular meals like a lunch, my day is going to be kind of, let's put it this way, lobotomized. I will be tired. I will be, think about it, during lunchtime, I'm going to have a regular meal. I'm going to start to get tired. That's fact. You think that maybe, I don't know, Roman soldiers during a march during the day, they have the time to have a lunch. If they were snacking, they were lucky to do something like that. The point is, you eat at night, or at least you eat when you finish your activities during the day, to also have a moment that you completely recover your body, give the nourishment to your body, and at that point you can rest and relax. Think about it during the hunt, prehistoric times or ancient times. You don't have time to start and stop and eat while you're hunting animals. You may snack on some roots, or maybe on some fruits, or maybe a little bit of something that could be, I don't know, even some jerky meat, dry meat, something like that. But you cannot sit down and have a regular meal. That's a fact. So, you will see when you overeat too much, when you eat somehow with no space between, no time between each meal, enough time, you will suppress also many hormones. They're very important for our development. We're talking about testosterone. We're talking about growth hormones. I mean, if I keep, every time I eat food, my growth hormone, stops releasing it. If I have time, let's say 10 hours, 12 hours without food, my growth hormones start to skyrocket. Same story for testosterone. Still, I need to feed myself. I cannot just live out of air. Oh, but the point is, there is a point that you need to find an equilibrium where you can still develop and use your natural growth hormone and testosterone. Try to somehow alternate periods of time during the day of overeating and undereating. At the end of the day, you need a certain amount of calories. I don't care how you cut it, you need those calories. If you are consuming more calories than you eat, you will lose weight. There's a point though that can be dangerous. You don't want to lose weight too much, because if you keep losing weight, you will also lose muscle at the end. So you must find how many calories really you need for your average lifestyle. If you are a person like me that I stay up for 13, 14 hours a day, working out, at least training, maybe probably I need more than the average person just sitting on the computer. So you need to find how many calories. Now, the first thing is going to think that during the day, you don't really eat that much. You don't need that much food. You need a lot of water. You need, of course, some supplements. I want to be sure that you always have the right minerals that you need, the right vitamins. One of the most important minerals that you need is magnesium, okay? It's very important for many functions of your body, and also to avoid cramps. But you need plenty of water. You need probably, if you like organic coffee or coffee, use some coffee. And snack on raw vegetables. For example, my regular day, when I am up, I have water, of course, water and lemon, and at that point I go during the day after 10 or 11, because normally I last at least, I need to have at least 14 hours between my dinner and my next meal. So let's say my last meal normally is at night, and now we'll go more into details. But during the day, I snack on this sort of raw vegetables, like organic celeries, or maybe some other, little vegetable that you can eat raw. Then nuts are really good. You don't want to overeat. You want to be snacking, okay? But walnuts, very good. Almonds are very good. And that's pretty much the story. Water, coffee, raw vegetables, maybe, some sort of if you weren't really too hungry, maybe get a boiled eggs. That's it. Try to keep your glycemic levels down. Don't get like carbs, like pasta or bread too much. Try to really keep it low, almost to nothing. But vegetables give you enough calories, and especially, to keep your hunger down, and also the vitamins that you need, okay? You really assimilate them. And these nuts, like, walnuts or almonds, whatever nuts you like, they're gonna give you somehow natural proteins, vegetable proteins. They're light, easy to assimilate. They can help you to keep you also your activities that you need to do during the day. So that's the daytime. Pretty much almost no real cooked meal. Very small snacks during the day, but small. I like almost keep them minimum the food. Now, the idea is to keep between the last meal that we have, let's say my real meal will happen once during the night. Normally after I finish all my operations, I go back to my cave, I lock myself in, and at that point, party time. This is no more about eating, this is about feasting. So start with every good food you like. I don't have like portions or measurements. I go by whatever I want. Of course, stay away from any type of garbage. No processed food, no fast food, no sodas. Real food, okay? Yes, you have a good, now this is time to really eat proteins. This is time to choose the proteins that you like, that really your body, will assimilate. And you will realize that your body will learn how to assimilate a maximum efficiency all the proteins for the rest of the day. So, nighttime, start with raw vegetables or cooked vegetables. Don't forget to also eat things like avocados. They're really, really good for your body, to give you also this natural fatty acid that you need. And then, of course, proteins and plenty natural carbs. If you like sweet potatoes or organic potatoes, anything that you think your body, it is not processed, you really need, because you need those carbs. If you during the day, you don't eat carbs, you start to burn, fats, that's true, but then you're not gonna really function as well. So, my humble opinion, I like to have this sort of a good meals made of a variety of different foods, from grilled vegetables, some meat, some of course boiled eggs, always I like boiled eggs, any type of raw vegetables, even like nuts or things like that, beans, meat, even meat, I like chicken. And yes, not be afraid to, if you want to have some pasta, have some good quality pasta, okay? Rice is really good. I eat a lot at night. You will be surprised, but I eat with joy. I'm not eating because I have to. I also flush it down with organic wine, and every time I can. I may go even for at least 3-4 glasses, maybe a bottle, not big deal. I'm 220 pounds, guys, so I don't even get drunk. I just enjoy with my meals. You will realize, at least for me, the way I work out the last 4 years, during this type of diet, the first few days, the first week probably, you will start to get a little hungry during the day, maybe even a little tense. Remember, you now start to become also alert. When during the day when I don't eat, I just drink water, coffee, and some nuts and a little bit of raw vegetables, my senses, my brain gets kind of much more alert. I like it, the feeling. I don't want to be foggy. I want to be present. When I'm out there in the world, I need to be vigilant. And I also get sharper. My brain gets kind of more running faster. Then, when finally at night I have the chance to eat the way I want, that's the time I need to rest. My body shuts down, I enjoy the food, I look for something to lay down, I go in deep sleep, and I feel like a bear for hibernation. But in the morning, water with lemon, maybe a little bit of fruit if you really want to, and I keep going. My next meal since night, it is not before 12. And then snacks during the day, and then go back to night. It is not really a meal a day because there are some snacks. But I tell you, I noticed that I'm 51-year-old. My testosterone level skyrocket. I noticed that my growth hormone level skyrocket. I don't even work out that much. I just do activities. I kick, punch, and things like that. But I feel now, for example, I can still run the 1 mile with boots and gun in about 7 minutes and 30 seconds. For somebody that doesn't really practice that much, for 51, I feel pretty in good shape. I truly believe that The Warrior Diet is a book that maybe you should take a look. I may maybe modify a little bit some of its principle, but it's still, that's pretty much what it's about. Take a look. And also, if you want to know more about other information about self-defense, and also, of course, diet, or food in general, and lifestyle, when it comes down to healthy lifestyle, you can go to kingmanforsonforce.com. This was Luca Zanna, and if you have any comment, I always appreciate your feedback. Thank you very much.